as you can tell, I have every single sprite variant and its sprite itself. If you go all the way down and everything mastered, and so on. And I'm gonna be telling you what I rate each sprite and what I rate their variants. So first off, I'm gonna rate the variants since right now, the day before the update, we have Gold, Gummy, Galaxy, but there's gonna be foil next update. So yeah, so I'm gonna rank the variants first. So Gold, gain 3x bonus XP, 3 times bonus XP for eliminations. This one's good if you need like good XP, but I don't know if it's like really that good because it's really easy to get XP this season. So this one I'm just gonna rate it like a 6 out of 10. And then this one, gain 20% more sprite dust, is super good because you can get so much more dust. And I think I'm gonna rate this at 8 out of 10 because maybe even a 9 because how easy it is to get more dust. And then Galaxy, I'm gonna rate this like maybe like a 7 out of 10 because it's so much more easy to find ammo this season, and like you don't even need to have this sprite equipped. Guys, the whole foil is gonna be the best one though because it gives you an easier chance to get the sprites you don't have. Yeah, so let me rank all the sprites. So the water sprite, you have a chance to find additional rare items while opening chests. This one is not that good. Wait, guys, I think it's bugged. That's what the earth sprite's supposed to do. That's literally what the earth sprite. The water sprite does not do this, guys. So hold on, let me go back. But what the water sprite does is it heals you in the water. So whenever you're in the water, it gives you fuel. You don't really need this at all. So I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 3. No, 4 out of 10. And then moving on to the earth, that's find additional rare items. This doesn't even matter really either. Actually, I'm gonna give the water a 3, and I'm gonna give this one a 4 because you don't really need rare items. Cause like, yeah. Moving on to the fire, this is the worst one in the game. 2 out of 10, maybe even a 1. Because it gives a fiery burst, but it usually does more damage to you than the actual opponent. That's why I put this one at the bottom of the list. So far, I would not recommend using any of the ones I've ranked so far. And the duck, I don't know if this is the worst. I don't think it's the worst. I'm gonna give this like a 2 out of 10, and the other one a 1. Because this one, bro, if you emote, you're just gonna get killed. So this one is not that good to use. But that's just me. I don't know if you guys think that too. So I would not use this. Ghost, this is where we start getting a little bit better. This one I'll rate like a 5 out of 10 because you get invisible. Maybe even, well, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it gives invisible for reloading, and it, like the more upgraded, it gives it longer. So it's better than nothing. So I'd recommend using this one if you want. So like 6.5, I'd say 7. Moving on to the dream. This one's good. It gives you like a legendary loot, max level, but once again, you can get so much loot this season, so it's not really needed. So I'm just gonna rate it a 5 out of 10 as well. Or this one was a 6.5. So I would use it if like you're trying to get good loot. But yeah. This one is a siphon one. It's siphon and gives you health and shield. This one I'll rate a 5 out of 10 as well because it barely gives any shield or health, and it's not that good, and there's way better sprites to use. So maybe a 4.5. So it's not like the worst one, but I would not recommend using this one. And the punk sprite, I'm gonna give this one a 3. Because possibly nothing infinite something. It gives you infinite ammo at max level. That's it. Like it doesn't like give you, well, like your gun keeps getting ammo after you shoot. So you don't really need it. There's a bunch of ammo this season. And moving on to possibly the best sprite in the game, the King sprite. This is the best sprite in build mode. Your pickaxe does more damage. It does so much damage to the materials, and it does a bunch of damage, like at max level 120 damage to opponents, like the OG star one. This one is obviously gonna get a 10 out of 10 sprite. I would say the best sprite in the game, but we still have another sprite coming out that's the best in zero build and possibly the best in build, even though I think this one is. And now we have the burnt peanut. So this one, I would give it like, oh sorry, yeah, that one's a 10. This one I would give it like a 7, maybe yeah, like a 7.5. Like it gives you like items. Well, sometimes mythic, it gives you like the boosters is pretty good. Not the best thing, it's not the worst thing. So maybe like a CS 7. So that's really all I gotta say about it. 0 point. It's good in zero build. It's obviously super rare, and I'll rate it a 7 as well. No, I'm gonna rate this a 7.5 because it gives you a show bubble in zero build. Like it's pretty good, so that's all it does. Like it gives you a show bubble. Fish. So you might think this is really bad, and it kind of is, but in zero build, this is really good. Taking damage also gives you increased movement. That's the best thing. When you see swim and speed really increase, that's pretty mid, but it's not even that bad. You can go fast. But if you look at the damage, taking damage, it makes your movement super fast, and that can be good for zero build. So this one for zero build, I'm gonna rate it like a 5, but for build, I'll rate it like 4 or 3. That's still pretty good. So moving on to the striker sprite, gain the overdrive effect when you man. This one's also pretty good. I think all the new sprites they have added are pretty good. This one I'm gonna give it a 6, maybe a 7, because when you mantle and you get like infinite or the overdrive effect, it's really good. Yeah, I'll give this one like a 6.5. And moving on to the ore sprite, gain a shock rock charge when you deal enough damage to enemies. This is pretty good for movement, but there's just way too much shocks you can fire around the map. So this one's not too good. So I'm just gonna give it like a 4.5. So yeah, I would use these. Oh guys, by the way, if they're 5 rated or higher, you should use them, but if they're lower, you shouldn't use them. Moving on to the boss sprite, and this is the one I was talking about, guys. This is the best sprite in zero build because it gives you increased health. You can go up to 150 shield and 150 health, I'm pretty sure. It's super good because, or maybe it'd be 125, I'm not sure. Because it gives you more health, so especially with the overshield too, you can just sneak up on people and you can go for just 1v1 because like you have more health, so you'll win. Even in build, it's pretty good, but you want the king sprite for the build. So I'll give this one a 10 out of 10 in zero build and like a 9 out of 10 in build. And moving on to the Grim, our final sprites. Players who attack you are marked for duration. I'm gonna give this one an 8. Because this one is pretty good, because if you don't know where people are that are attacking you, it marks them, and then you can get ready to fight instead of being sneaked up on and like not ready to fight. So this one's like an 8. It's good for zero build and build, I would say. Even though there's scanners in the game, it's still good. Yeah, so those are my rankings on the sprite. So go up again and I'll say if you should use or not use. But I wouldn't use these 3. I wouldn't use this. I would use this sometimes. Nah, I don't know about this one. This one's like if you really want to. Not really this. Doesn't really give you too much siphon. Not this at all because like it really does nothing too much. King sprite I would use. This is not that bad. I guess I would use it. This is I would use in zero, but sometimes the fish I would use sometimes is the movement. So striker, it's pretty good. I would use it. Or you don't really need to use it. There's so many on the map. Boss I would use, especially in zero build, and the Grim I would use so you know where people are attacking you, but it's kind of hard because you don't want to lose your good sprite. So yeah, you just gotta remember that. And those are my sprite rankings. And yeah, see you in the next one.